Hello, my name is Amanda. This is ABP. You guys are joining me for a 30-minute Pilates circuit class. No equipment needed for today's class. Our circuit workout is going to be focused on abs and glutes. So we're going to be doing a certain amount of exercises, working for 45 seconds, resting for 15, and repeating our abs circuit 3 times through, and then our glute circuit 3 times through. You're gonna get going with me down on your back first. Knees will be bent, feet will be flat, and then take your fingers, interlace them right underneath your head. Starting with an ab curl. We curl head, neck, and shoulders up off of the mat. You look down at your stomach. You try to pull those stomach muscles even flatter, even tighter. Drop the head right back down. Exhale to curl and inhale to lower. So I really like these kind of workouts formatted like so because we get to repeat the exercises. We don't have to learn a million different things. And every time we repeat the exercise, we get to work on form that much more and really focus on connecting to breath and connecting to your alignment. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. You'll give me 3 more curls. I also like these workouts because I think it makes them go by a little bit faster sometimes when they are time-based. Drop the head down. We're gonna stay down on our backs. This time, press the arms down by your sides. Getting ready for a toe tap. We've got 5 more seconds to rest. And then right leg comes up, left leg lifts up to meet it. Smush your little blueberry under your back. Tap your right toes to the floor. Inhale, lift. And then tap your left toes down. Inhale, lift. Now, I'm gonna give you a chance the next time we repeat these exercises to add on to make things maybe burn a little bit more. But for now, focus on connecting to your breath as the body is still warming up. Pressing your low spine hard into that little blueberry underneath you, pulling your stomach muscles tighter every time the leg lowers. One more time, left toes tap, lift the leg up, and then hug both knees in towards your chest. Hook the hands under the thighs to rock yourself up to seated. We're gonna go through a little half roll back here. So hands under thighs, knees bent, hip distance, feet flat. Sit up tall to start. We tuck and round the spine back about halfway, finding that C curve, breathe in. And then exhale, peel the spine all the way back up, sit up tall. That's it, tuck and roll back and peel it back up. So you can see those 15 seconds go by pretty quickly, especially if we have to transition to a different position. So you're still kind of moving through that rest time just to get into that second, third, fourth movement. Tuck and roll back, peel the spine up. Like I said, I'm gonna give you the option to progress some of these movements our second and third time through. All the way back up, relax the arms down, and then swing yourself around onto hands and knees. Hands will come down under shoulders, knees are under hips. Toes are gonna tuck underneath you. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, little lift of those knees. Inhale, rest down. Exhale up, inhale down. So that's all it is. If you have any kind of wrist issues, take it down to your forearms and give me that little knee lift there instead. Exhale up, inhale down. I want you to focus on lifting the knees, not from the legs, not from gripping in your hips, but by hugging your core in and up so tightly that your knees just miraculously float right off of the floor and down. The whole time we're working our shoulders here, we're working our back. We're definitely getting a little added thigh work. One more here. And rest the knees. Now for our last core exercise, we're gonna really involve the whole core and work the back a little too. So down on the stomach, one hand on top of the other. Forehead is gonna rest right onto the hands. You're gonna lift head, chest, hands up. Keep your feet pushing down. Inhale to lower. Exhale up, inhale down. Exhale up, inhale down. Now, To get our abs really working here, we want to think about finding a little tuck in the pelvis and pushing the pubic bone down into the mat. I'm thinking about if my blueberry is underneath my low stomach here, I'm trying not to smush it as I lift and lower. And that is really going to get those back muscles fired up and continue to work your core really, really deeply. We have 3, 2, 1, and push those hips back to heels. Flip over onto your back once again. We repeat everything through. So knees bent, feet flat. Hands will go right underneath the head. Ab curls. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Now I promised you that I would give you the opportunity to make things a little more challenging if you choose. Every time you curl up, you're going to give me an alternating leg lift. Right leg and left leg. And if you feel good the way that you did it the first time through, stick with that instead. We don't necessarily need to complicate the exercises just to make them harder, but sometimes that variety is a nice change. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. Make sure that you are keeping your back super still. One more each leg. And then you rest back down. So we've got our toe taps next. Taking right leg up to tabletop, taking left leg up to meet it, getting prepared there. You can keep going with your single toe tap. Right toes tap, inhale up. Exhale, left toes tap, inhale, lift. Or more of a challenge, squeeze the legs together and take both legs down together. Now, if you are doing a double toe tap like I am doing right now, blueberry must stay smushed. That is a requirement. If you're losing the smush, stop what you're doing, go back to single leg, or maybe you just go down about halfway with the legs. I want to see you working on perfect form and really stabilizing the whole spine and the pelvis so that we get deep into that core and really work from the inside. Hug the knees into the chest, hook the hands under the thighs, rock it up to seated. So half roll back, this variation with the hands under the thighs and just rolling back like so and coming up. Or opportunity, you can do it with me, hands reach forward, tuck and roll back, and then roll it back up, lengthen, lift, tuck and round it back down, and roll it back up. If that's feeling pretty good, maybe you take it all the way down to the mat, reach the arms back, then curl all the way back up, sit up tall. So a couple options there. Again, take whatever version is feeling like it's giving you the best workout for you. It does not necessarily have to be the most challenging version. And round it back. Connecting to your breath. One more here, and then we'll stay up at the top. We transition into our knee lift. So swing the legs around, come to hands and knees. With the hands under the shoulders, the knees under the hips, or you're taking that forearm version, tuck the toes under. This time as we lift the knees, you can take it 1 second up, 1 second down, or you lift and you hold for 3, 2, 1, you drop it down. Exhale, hold, 3, 2, 1, inhale down. So take the variation again that is challenging you. Exhale, inhale. We're gonna repeat these 5 exercises, 1 more set after we finish. So keep that in mind as well as you are choosing which variation you wanna do. Last time, hold 3, 2, 1. Rest the knees, make your way down to your stomach. Option here. Instead of hands under forehead, arms can reach back towards hips, palms face up. As we press our chest up, we're gonna add a little tricep press, reaching through those arms and then lower back down, inhale. Exhale, press, lift. Inhale, lower down. If you're not liking that, Hands can stay right under forehead. And you're just lifting and lowering, thinking about the back, thinking about the abs. In adding that tricep lift, I'm reaching my hands far back towards my feet. I'm not just pressing them up. And then I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together behind me as much as I possibly can here. And lower. 3, 2, 1. Hands under shoulders, hips back to heels. Flip over onto your back when you're ready for your last set of abs. We've got curls in 3, 2, 1. Exhale up. Remember, both feet down, alternating leg lift. That could be an option too. Or last round, maybe you do it with both legs up in tabletop. Remembering to breathe, pulling ribs to pelvis as you curl. Trying to scoop your stomach muscles a little bit flatter. And taking whichever option feels right for you. You've got 10 more seconds of curls. And we rest. All right, ready for our toe tap. So right leg will lift up to table, left leg will lift up to meet it. You've got your option of a single leg toe tap. You've got your option of a double leg toe tap. You've got your third option this time to curl the head up and take either single leg or double leg. If arms reaching forward is not giving your neck quite enough support, just drop your head right back down, or you could even take hands behind the head as you take single leg, double leg, whatever you can do with a stable back and with a stable pelvis. Exhale, tap, inhale up. Again, more important to focus on stability and breath than it is to add the extras just to make the exercise look fancier. One more time, and then hug those knees in. Rock yourself up to seated. We've got our option of that half roll back with the hands hooking under the thighs, or with the arms reaching forward. I'm gonna start here. Rolling back halfway, rolling back up. Roll it back, roll it up. If you want to take that full roll back, you lower all the way down, reach the arms back, arms up, head up. Exhale to sit up tall. Tuck and roll back. Always making the movement as controlled as possible. Swooping in through the abs. Maybe you just take it halfway down. However low you're going, make sure that your feet are staying down, planted into the floor. 3, 2, 1. Relax the arms, swing the legs around for our knee lifts. Now, since we've done these twice, I'm gonna give you guys the option to just hold a plank if you want. You can take it on the hands, you can take it on the forearms. If you're in your plank, you're gonna step your feet back and you're just gonna find it and hold it. Push the floor away with your hands as hard as you can. Find that little tuck in the pelvis and squeeze your butt tight. Pull your abs in and up towards your spine. If the plank is not for you, you've got your knees underneath your hips. You're taking either 1 second up, 1 second down knee lifts, or you're doing it with that 3-second hold. If you're in that plank, I know you're shaking. You have 15 seconds. Exhale up. Inhale down. You can also come out of the plank once you've had enough and join me with some knee lifts. We're resting in 5, 3, 2, and rest. Take it down to the stomach for your last ab exercise. So we've got options: hands under forehead, hands in that tricep press, or this time, arms extend forward in front of us. Lift up, lower down. Exhale up, inhale to lower. It's not quite a Superman lift because your feet are staying pushing into the floor. I'm gonna move, I could have just moved my towel, but instead I just let my hand rest on top of it. So as I lift, I'm pushing my big toes down so that I can focus on keeping my stomach muscles really active and not crunch into my lower back. You do not have to do arms forward. You can do hands under forehead or take that tricep press with the arms reaching back. Exhale up, inhale down, and rest. Hips to heels, take a child's pose. From here, we're gonna stay on our knees. First exercise, you're down on your forearms. We're gonna work this left leg first because the left leg doesn't always get as much love. Straight leg, up and down. That's all it is. So we are in it. We've got our elbows right underneath our shoulders. We have finished our first portion of class, our ab work, but that does not mean that you are allowed to forget about your stomach muscles. So especially now that they're really, really active, I want you to think about continuing to hug your abs in and up towards your spine as much as you can. We're gonna keep working the left leg. It's gonna be a little bit different this time, you'll see, but stay in that 45-second format. So take the leg underneath you, sit your hips back to your heels, get into a position that you feel like you can rest for about 5 more seconds. And then we're gonna set ourselves up. Same leg, left leg again. Reach that left leg back, point your toes. Lift the leg up. Give me small circles around and around. So when we're about halfway through with this, I'll have us reverse our circles. We've got about 10 more seconds. Let's reverse those circles and around. Keep hugging the abs in and up towards the spine. Push the floor away with the forearms. 5 seconds. 3, 2, rest. Okay, one more kneeling exercise here with that same left leg. It's designed to feel the burn. Normal to feel your right butt cheek working too here with that standing leg. Down on the forearms, give me a bent left knee, and then stretch the leg back and bend it underneath you. That's all it is. Reach and in. Squeeze it back, bend it in. Squeeze and bend. Keep hugging through the core, in and up. If you need to take a little break, take a break whenever you need, and then get back into it when you're ready. We've got 10 seconds. We're resting in 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna flip over onto our right side now. Keep working our left glutes in a side lying position. Our knees are bent right below hip level. We're either propped up on our forearm or down like so. Feet together, clamshell, open the knee, drop it down. Rotate open, lower. Exhale, squeeze, inhale, lower. So if this is also not comfortable, you can most certainly do head propped up on hand. Being on the forearm like so, it's gonna challenge your shoulder stability a little bit more. You can see it's kind of like you're doing a modified side plank here. Rotate open, inhale, lower. Whenever I do side legs and like my butt is feeling like it's on fire, I just tell myself to smile and it just makes everything better. We're resting in 3, 2, 1. All right. So take a moment to just relax. We're gonna stay on this side. We're gonna come back down to this position. Extend the left leg straight. Pull your right leg forward a little bit so you're making a 90-degree angle. Head can be on hand or down on the arm, pointed toes, lift and lower. So now my left leg is right in line with my spine. And up and down. So you can see we're doing 3 sets of the kneeling stuff and the side lying stuff, but I'm just giving you a different variation of each exercise every time. And I changed the format a little bit for the glutes purposely so that we do the same leg every exercise in a row to really burn it out. And reach and lower. Exhale, inhale, and rest it down. Okay, good. So you're gonna bend that knee again so that it's right above the bottom leg. We've got a few more seconds to rest. This is our last exercise for 45 seconds on our left leg, and then we're gonna work the right side. Take the top leg up, flex your foot. You're gonna push the leg out, bend your knee back in. That's it. Exhale, press. Inhale in. So really find resistance as you push. Squeeze your tush as you push. I always like to say, pretend that my hand is up against your heel. And you're like, get away from me. Push my hand away. And then you say, wait, come back. And then you pull my hand back in with your leg, trying to use the back of that leg, that activation. Push and pull. You're mad at me because your butt is hurting, but then you realize you need me to keep talking you through it. So go away, then come back in, rest. Okay, other side. Back to hands and knees first. Aren't you guys having like the time of your lives and it's going by so fast and you're just so happy? Down on your forearms, reach your right leg back, point your toes, lift and lower. Exhale, inhale. I know I certainly am. Exhale, lift. To be honest, a good abs and glute workout is really just my favorite. Inhale down, exhale up and lower. Reach and lower. Perfect combination. 30 minutes. Knock it all out at once. We've got 10 more seconds here. You'll notice your left butt cheek is like, ooh, it's feeling the burn still. And rest it. Sit your hips back to your heels. Take a moment just off of your forearms. If you're more comfortable too on your hands doing this kneeling glute stuff, you certainly can take it onto the hands. Forearms is generally a little bit nicer on the shoulders and the wrists. Lengthen that right leg back. Lift it up, point through the toes. Small circles. And around. Hug the abs in and up. Push the floor away with your forearms. Really tightening through the core. Make sure that you're not sinking your hips way over to the left. Try to keep your hips as squared off as possible. Reverse the circle. I almost forgot to have you reverse. And around, but I caught myself. We're resting in 6. Rest it down. Take a moment. All right, our last one is a little extend and bend. Bring it forward when you're ready. Ooh, now I got both butt cheeks really on fire. Bend that right knee. Stretch the leg up and back, squeeze it. Bend it underneath you. Reach, bend, squeeze, bend, exhale, inhale. Remember to pull the chest open. Take those breaks that you need. If you're just like, oh, I need a moment, Amanda. I'm gonna start doing it again, but I just need a moment. Take that moment and then get back into it. Exhale, reach. I always think it's better if you're starting to feel like you're losing form. It's better to take a moment to stop and reset than to just push through it with not as great form. Sit those hips back. All right, we've got to flip over onto our left side now to work our right leg for our side legs. So lay yourself down with your knees bent. You can be here to start on the forearm, or you can be all the way down on the bottom arm extended. Rotate open, lower back down. Exhale, Inhale. Like I said, we got through our ab portion already, but your stomach muscles should be really, really fired up and hugging in this whole time. The abs working are going to help to keep the pelvis stable. The pelvis stable is going to help get us into our glutes and make sure that we're not gripping with other muscles. And down. Exhale, inhale. You're resting in 5. Remember what I said about smiling. And relax. All right, totally rest. For this one, bottom knee is bent, top leg is going to be straight. Again, you can stay on the forearm doing that little side plank version. You can come down, you can do head on hand. I'm going to do head on hand for this one. Point through the toes, lift and lower. Exhale, inhale. Reach and down. So I've got my right leg in line with my spine right now. It's not in front of me, it's not behind me. And I'm focusing not on lifting and lowering it, but on reaching it out to lift it up. So the farther I reach away from me to lift, the more work I'm gonna feel in my glutes. Exhale, reach out to lift, inhale down. Hug the abs in, close the ribs together. We're resting in 5, 3, 2, rest. All right, bend that top knee right above the bottom leg. You guys, we are almost there. We have one more exercise. Then you're gonna get a glorious glute stretch, which you're gonna love, and then you're gonna be finished. Flex that foot, lift the leg up, push out through the heel, bend the knee back in. Oh yeah, push it out, bend it in. With a smile, press and pull. Just picture me, picture my hand. Push me away, pull me back. You're mad at me, but you keep coming back for more, don't ya? Push out, pull in, exhale, inhale, 15 seconds, press, pull. Such good work for protecting our back, for working that core, for really keeping the body balanced. Rest down. Okay, we have made it through the hard part. You're gonna flip over onto your back for a little glute stretch, one of my favorite stretches. We're gonna do the left leg first because we worked that left side and it's gotten a little more time to relax. Take your left ankle, cross it over your right knee. You might be thinking, ooh, I feel it. You can stay there if you need. If you want a little deeper stretch, hook your hands underneath your right thigh and pull the legs in. Drop your shoulders and breathe. Big breath in through the ribs. Big exhale. Soften those ribs down. Relax your shoulders. Let's uncross. Let's switch sides. So first, right ankle over left knee. If you feel the stretch enough there, you stay. If you want it to be a little more intense, you hook your hands underneath your left thigh, you pull the legs in. Your right foot can flex if that helps you to feel the stretch a little bit better. Can also help protect your knee. Your tailbone rolls down, your shoulders drop. Uncross, hook your hands under the thighs, rock yourself all the way up to seated. Find a seated position that is comfortable for you. We're gonna take one last breath together because I just always gotta end class that way. Take a big inhale, shrug the shoulders up. Take a big exhale, drop the shoulders down. Excellent work, you guys. If you're feeling particularly inspired and you just want to get some arm work in there, I've got a lot of little short arm workouts. I've got tons of full body workouts, all on the app. You can find me on Instagram at Amanda Blauer Pilates. Good work. We did it. See you guys next time.